Hey guys, karwin here with some DayZ singleplayer in the Arma 3 engine. This is not a port to the Arma 3, this is just using the all-in Arma add-on for Arma 3 and then combined with the DayZ singleplayer mod. So this is not multiplayer, it's only singleplayer, and there are still a lot of bugs, but it kind of works. So I'm gonna show some things of what works and what doesn't work. Let's start off with standing up. That works, so that's pretty good. The first thing you'll notice is that you can't move. You can press all the buttons, but you won't move. This has to do with the Arma 3 stances. As you can see, all the stances from Arma 3 normally should work, but I don't have a weapon now. I'll show it later. If I go into crouch, then I can move around freely. I can go prone like you normally do. The thing is, normally you stand up with Z, but now you have to stand up with X or crouch with X like in Arma 3. You can hop over fences, that works. I'm gonna spawn me a weapon, and guys, this is DayZ singleplayer and it has an option like the hackers use in the multiplayer version, but it's already in the single player. So I'm gonna spawn me a weapon. Let's take the... what weapon should we use? I'm gonna take the M14. Yeah, here is the M14 and spawn it. Because if I have a weapon, then I can move with the buttons. So now I can move around. The cool feature is that the Arma 3 movements work, so you can go in tactical mode, walk and aim. The bug is I don't press anything now and it keeps on moving, so that's still annoying. But it's a good start. All the positions work that you're used to in the Arma 3. So going up to the full standing position and lean and extra lean, etc. So let's go into town and let's find us some zombies, and there are the zombies. There's still a problem with the zombies, and I'll show you once you aggro the normal standing zombies, they will go into the ground. The crawlers do work, so yeah, exactly. I've seen this before in when playing around in the Arma 2 editor. This has to do something with the mod not being compatible with Arma 3. I've seen this in Arma 2, and the units then get stuck in the ground if the mod is not compatible with something. The crawler, the ones we see here, do work. So let's aggro, yeah, and they are aggro. At least I thought they were aggro. They can die, so that works. Let's aggro him to show it off. As you see, that works. Kinda, not really perfect, but it works. Okay, and another important thing that makes the DayZ mod different and makes it survival is the loot spawns, and those do work in this version. So I'm going to the supermarket and let's have a look there. I have some frame drops sometimes, and yes, so the loot spawns work, so that's pretty neat. The only thing is the eat and drink system doesn't work. Let me take the cans. Normally you'll right click if I'm right, and you get a menu to drink or eat, and right click in the Arma 3 engine is putting it back to the ground or picking it up. So there's no way to eat or drink in this system in Arma 3 version, but the loot spawns work, so that's a good start. There's a backpack. I can't pick those up either for some reason. I've tried to. Maybe someone else found out how to pick it up, but I don't know how to pick it up. If I go into the gear, there's no option. I can drop the carrier light, but you won't see it on my unit. There it is, that's Arma 3. I hope that people don't completely port DayZ over, but spend a little time in it to get the Arma 3 models going. So not using the old Arma 2 models, but make new models, new zombie models, new survivor models, because the Arma 3 has the ability to have clothing on, or a bulletproof vest, and etc., like you see in the DayZ standalone. So that's a nice feature. Let's move around. Let's go to the fire station. The lighting is pretty nice. It looks so much better. The lighting is so more dynamic. The shadows are better. Everything looks better. The survivor modders still have the low poly textures, so that makes it look a little bit worse. And the textures on the buildings aren't optimized for Arma 3, so it's all Arma 2, not really ported over, but used in the Arma 3. So it can look way better than it's now, but the lighting makes it look way more realistic and better. I can change the time with the cheat menu. So let me set the time, and you see that the lighting is dynamic and it looks pretty good. And it's a frame dropper once I change the lighting. And now it's night. So it's completely dark. Yeah, you still can see. Oh, I really like the night lighting of Arma 3. It's not as dark as in Arma 2. You still can see a lot. I'm gonna set the time back to evening, where the sun goes down. That looks the nicest. And let's have a look around if I can find some spawn, some loot. And here is an AK. I'm gonna pick up the AK, and it looks really cool, as you can see. The movement is way better. It's way smoother than in Arma 2 because it uses the Arma 3 movement. The Arma 3 has also the tactical mode, which I really like, and makes the gameplay way better. In the old DayZ, you had to go from wall to wall to stay in cover and then try to fire, but now you can walk in a pretty fast speed. So that makes player versus player and player versus zombies way better. You're less limited to the movements. So let's go to the center of the town. And did I aggro? Yeah, I have to set the position back. I want to have a bit nicer lighting, a bit more sun. No, not too much. Okay, so this looks way better. And let's explore genres. Look at the shadows. It looks so much nicer, so much more dynamic. The world feels way more alive than in Arma 2. In Arma 2 the lighting was flat, and in Arma 3 it's more dynamic and volumetric. It looks really nice. You'll hear me a lot saying, "Oh, really nice," but I really like it. I really love the lighting in Arma 3. So that combined with the Arma 2 maps or DayZ is just, for me, it's just perfect. Let's go to this building. I know there is no loot in here. Oh, there is loot. I didn't know that. Just looks nice. Nice. Okay, let's go into the cafe and let's have a look there. Looks also great. And it moves so much better. It's so much better to go through the buildings. Yeah, the The movement is a bit bugged, so it slides a bit. And then this going to the buildings with tactical mode on is just perfect. Let's change the skin. Let's see if the skin works. I know that those works, but and let's get the ghillie suit guy. And that's the sniper, and that also works. So let's have a look in this building. Just want to scout around a bit. It looks really nice. Yes, you can see the lightning through those windows. Looks really good. I'll put the time again and let's have a look. Oh shit. Sorry, this is changing skin, so I'm gonna change to bandit then. So that bandit also works. And let's change the time. It's dark, going to night, full day, and I'll keep it on full day in the afternoon. Sunny day, and it's a bit bluish like we are used to in Arma 3, but still looks great. Okay, let's go to DayZ and let's have a look there. I'm gonna spawn me in helicopter if I can stand still and spawn. As you can see, there are a lot of vehicles that you can spawn, but all the cars don't work. The ATV doesn't work. You can't enter the vehicle. You can spawn them. I will spawn one. They are there, but they aren't enterable, so you can't drive them. The only one I know that works is the helicopter, the UE. I will spawn that so we can move to DayZ. And let's spawn the helicopter. There it is. And that one works. Looks damaged, but we can fix that with the cheat menu. And let's fly around. Let's have a look. Oh! Okay, that was a fail. Sorry, guys. From high up, the engine doesn't look better than the Arma 2. It's a little bit better than Arma 2, but it's just a bit flat. But once you get lower and the shadows work and all those kind of things, then the Arma 3 engine is way better and looks way better. And it runs even better with the frames. I got everything on high, and I got a stable 60-70 frames, while I normally get on DayZ or something like 40 frames, and that's on medium high with Arma 2. If I put everything on high, it will drop to 35 on my computer. So the engine of Arma 3 is really optimized and runs really great. Oh yeah, and I spawned myself an AS50 because I just like to spawn an AS50. No, I'm not a cheater. But I like to shoot. What? Okay, the sound was not really. Okay, now the sound works. Now let's have a look at the loot in the tents. There it is, a zombie. And he's going to die. There is loot in the tent, so that's good. And there's nothing special. For some reason, when I go to the to DayZ, to the military tents, I tend to find shit. I've been many times to DayZ military camp, but I've just found like a couple of times a weapon, and always find crap like ammo, like now. Like 90% of the times when I go to. Oh, there is a zombie. There was a zombie. Shh. that was. Okay, gonna change the time a bit to see another. Well, let's make it morning, early in the morning. That looks also nice. I want to go into the barn, have a look around there, how that looks. I'm going into first person mode. The hatchet. It says that I don't have enough room. Okay, then I'll drop my AS50 and take the good old hatchet. So it's not possible to pick up the hatchet now. And if I go to inventory, no. Then I'll pick up my AS50 again, and yeah, this looks so much better than Arma 2. The lighting is really great. Okay, so let's go to Northwest Airfield. So we are almost at the Northwest Airfield. At least I think I'm close to the Northwest Airfield. And I'm kind of lost. No, there it is. There is Northwest Airfield. And I want to try out a thing, the parachute, and I want to see an explosion. So I'm gonna drop myself out of the helicopter. And let's have a look. Crash. Whoa. So that works, I think. Oh. Yeah, now it works. And that was the explosion we missed. And this is Northwest Airfield. And don't want to land on top of the building. And not in the lamppost. Yeah. Thank you. And it's kind of bright, this lightning. So I'll put the lightning to a different setting. I think it has to do something with the fog, maybe. For some reason it's really bright and I have no clue why. Oh, maybe that's it. I lost some blood, so it's graying out a bit. So we are at the northern barracks now. I'm going to have a look inside the barrack and see what we will find there. And I'll open the door. There's nothing, it's empty. And there's a shotgun. And I hear a zombie, so they spawn now. That's good. Because I want to try out if these zombies do damage or if they don't. I think there's one here. No, then he's outside. The thing is, the walking zombies don't work. They will get stuck in the ground like him. The crawlers do work properly, but I don't know if they do damage or not, and if the bleeding system works. The bandage doesn't work. So I'm gonna try out if he does damage. Yeah, he does damage, and the bleeding does work. Yes, it does. So we'll bleed to death slowly. Oh, and that was like a big bug, a glitch. And there are some couple of others. And let's die. Let's have a look if I go unconscious or not. Hi guy. Whoa, glitchy. It's not really going that fast, but will be the end soon. So guys, this is DayZ DayZ single player for Arma 3, and it's made possible by the all-in Arma add-on. It's not really easy to set up to get it working, because you have to have some knowledge about manual installing mods on Arma, but if you got that knowledge, then it's pretty easy. So have a look at all-in Arma and DayZ single player and combine those, and then it works. It's not really difficult, but if you don't have the basic knowledge of manual installing mods, then it's difficult.